What's going on, everybody? We're back from a hiatus. I'm Joe. This is Tim.
How's it going, guys?
And this is the final serve. All right. Well, this week we're going to be talking about the AFC and the NFC Championship games. Let's start off with the NFC. I'm feeling some NFC talk. The San Francisco 49ers at the Atlanta Falcons. I got to tell you, I don't think the Falcons have a chance in this game. I mean, you can argue they should have lost to the Seahawks. I mean, they had such a big lead going into halftime.
Yeah, but you gotta give Ryan credit still for
No,
coming
listen,
back.
I give Ryan
holes, did what he did in.
I give Ryan all the credit because you know what? They said people were saying how he can't win the big one, and what did he do? He made two passes that. Well, he made two passes.
He finally won a playoff game. Let's put it like that.
But he made the two passes that the team
schneid.
needed. He made the two passes the team needed in order for them to win.
But also to favor what you were saying against the Seahawk defense that was playing prevent.
And if you think about it, Pete Carroll doesn't call that timeout.
Well, did he call a timeout?
Yeah, he called a timeout.
Because they went back and showed his lips. Wasn't he saying, "I don't want to call a timeout"?
Listen,
to be fair, he shouldn't have said anything. If you're not going to call a timeout, don't say anything.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Why even go to the ref and be like, I don't want to call a timeout? In a place like that, loud and going crazy, why do you do that to yourself? Right. Why do you put yourself in that situation? Right.
So, in this matchup, I don't think the Falcons are going to win.
Well, I think a big part of it, I agree with you on that, but I think a big part of it is that San Fran's defense is going to stop the run completely. It's going to be all on Matt Ryan's back. The only way the Falcons win this game is through the wide receivers and Matt Ryan. And listen, they're going to be in his face all day. Can he handle it?
I think they're going to be. I think the defense is going to be getting to Matt Ryan also.
Well, so that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to
somehow have to get the ball off in time. Now, I mean, when you got Julio Jones and Roddy White as your two receivers, they'll make plays for you, but you got to get them the ball.
Don't forget Gonzalez, tight end.
Yeah, Tony Gonzalez is a beast too. But that San Fran defense,
I think it's gonna be too much for them to handle.
I agree.
I mean, look at they barely squeaked by the Seahawks. I mean, they still put up 31 points, but kicked a lot of field goals in that game.
Yeah, and I mean, and I've been down on Kaepernick. Like, I'm still not his biggest fan, but how can you argue?
Kaepernick had a beast game
how
last
can
week.
You not argue that?
He rushed for 2 touchdowns, passed for 2 touchdowns, had 444 yards total.
Yeah.
Almost 200 rushing.
Yeah, 181 rushing.
I was down when they set Smith out for him, but right now it's looking like the right move. Besides that pick early on in the game, Kaepernick looked great the rest. Granted, he did play a really soft Green Bay defense. I didn't think Green Bay was going to win over there in San Fran anyway. But you still got to give him credit. He made the plays.
It's still an NFL defense.
He still annihilated that defense.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to have as big of a game this week. I actually think that he's going to rush for less than 60 yards in this game. I think Atlanta's going to be aware of that. They're going to try to contain him.
Well, I don't know if he's necessarily going to even be running as much. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're definitely going to be a lot of passes to Vernon Davis. They're definitely going to be looking at Walker. And honestly, I hope Randy Moss catches a touchdown pass. I'm feeling a touchdown by Randy Moss.
I don't know. For me, the keys in this game, especially for the Falcons, if they're going to win, the offensive line needs to have a big game blocking for Matt Ryan. Yeah, he's going to need a big game from the offensive line, big game from his receivers. I actually think if he turns over the ball at all, they're losing this game. One turnover will be the difference for the Falcons. Yeah. So they need to make sure they protect the ball.
Which I feel like he's going to throw a pick.
He threw one against Seattle.
He's going to throw a pick in this game. To me, there is no doubt he will throw an interception.
I don't think there's
going to be too much pressure. There's going to be too much pressure on him, and he's just going to launch the ball up in the air, and they're going to come down with it.
I agree with you, but with that said, I still think it's going to be a close one. I don't think San Fran's going to completely annihilate them. I got San Fran winning this one 24-20.
I'm going San Fran 31, the Falcons 21.
moving on from the NFC to the AFC Championship game, we have a rematch for last year's game, the Ravens versus the Pats over New England. Now, I originally picked the Denver Broncos to win the Super Bowl. The Ravens, with that late comeback, 70-yard touchdown pass.
Which should never have happened.
But it did.
But it did.
Still got to give Flacco credit for it. The guy's 7-4 in the playoffs. He's always been on the cusp of making the Super Bowl, but has always fallen short, except for this year. This year, I'm on the Ravens bandwagon. I actually believe they are like the Giants and Green Bay of the last few years, where the team that comes in has a lot of question marks. You don't know if they can, compete with the other teams, but they're getting hot at the right time. Obviously, Ray Lewis announcing his retirement is having an effect on this team.
Yeah, well, it gave him an emotional boost.
Fair, maybe not defensively, but the team all around seems like they're playing. Besides, the Ravens are coming in this game, I think, angry. I think they want to prove that last year they're the ones who should have made the Super Bowl.
Well, there's no doubt they were the ones that should have won that game.
Touchdown pass,
yeah,
a shanked field goal. You're right. They should have been in there. I think this game is going to be a real high-scoring one. It'll be close also. Both Ds are suspect. The Ravens' defense is kind of old. They still kind of have Tom Brady's number, though. He didn't throw any touchdowns in the AFC Championship game in last year against them. Threw for 2 picks. And even in this year's game when they played each other, he only threw for 1 touchdown. It's actually kind of funny. Flacco actually outplayed him, throwing 5 touchdowns in the 2 games and 2 picks also. But gotta give Flacco some credit here. I mean,
I think this is an interesting game because I think a key for the Patriots, they need to get Vereen going. If they can get some kind of running game, it'll open up everything for Tom Brady. And that just makes him so much more dangerous. It makes Aaron Hernandez so much more dangerous. Wes Welker, Wes Welker's going to get his.
Of course. Well, listen, you're not going to stop Brady. But the Ravens need to make sure they hit him, get key sacks in this game. They need to make some type of play.
Looking at both teams, I like the Ravens a lot. But at the same time, it's the Patriots. And as much as I hate the Patriots, it's almost like this is when they always come up big. You know what I mean? Like, this is...
You say that, but Tom Brady is 3-4 in his last 7 playoff games. I don't know. I just can't see the Patriots being a Super Bowl team this year. It's just, okay, they demolished the Texans last week. But
yeah, but
so
the Texans,
what? The Texans
kind of falling apart anyway. You can't really take much from that. And
even against the Bengals, they didn't really play all that well.
Yeah.
I mean, their defense held the Bengals down, but
I mean, the Patriots are gonna have a hard time with Ray Rice. They're gonna have a real hard time with Ray Rice.
Well,
and who do you put on Anquan Bolden?
Well, they don't have a good, very, very good cover guys on it. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a real high-scoring game, and I could see either team, or even both teams, putting up almost 40 points in this game. I mean, it's going to be a ridiculous amount of scoring. I mean, you want to talk about covering someone? How about Torrey Smith?
Yeah, Torrey Smith's a good player. I don't think Torrey Smith gets enough credit anyway. But
he burned Chad Bailey, what should have been for 3 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah.
And by the way, I want to kind of call out the Patriots, considering they haven't won anything since Spygate. Which, kind of puts a little bit of an emphasis on that. I think, just something I think needs to be mentioned. That's right, I'm going to hate on you guys.
I mean...
Sick of Tom Brady.
Listen, like we've said before, the Super Bowls that the Patriots won was because of their defense. They had a top...
Adam Vinatieri.
And Adam Vinatieri. But it was mostly because they had one of the best defenses in the league for the 3 years that they won the Super Bowl. Now, in this one, I'm having a hard time picking a team.
Yeah, I'm Ravens all the way. I've already jumped on their bandwagon after they beat the Broncos. You want to talk about team of destiny? This team looks like they're finally Flacco's going to finally break that barrier, finally win himself a championship.
You know what? I mean, the only real reason why I would like to see the Ravens win is because I'd like to see Ray Lewis win a Super Bowl
On a high note.
on a high.
No,
Yeah,
don't lie. You'd like to see Tom Brady get knocked out too.
yeah, but no, but I mean, right. But I'm saying that I Ray Lewis deserves another Super Bowl, and you know what? For that reason, I'm gonna go Ravens 34, Patriots 28.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens. Obviously, I've already stated this a million times. I have them winning 38-35.
Big score.
Yeah, like I said, I can see both. Listen, you're not going to stop Tom Brady from scoring. The only thing you can do is try to slow him down and prevent certain things. I mean, even when you watched the game last week against when you watched the game against the Texans last week, you got to love the situations they put themselves in, how smart they play. They're 2nd and 18. What do? Little screen, gain themselves the 8 yards. So then on the third down, they make it manageable for themselves. They play smart, which is why once again, like I'm saying, you're not gonna stop Tom Brady. I think that the Patriots defense is way too weak. Key to their defense is Wilfork, whether he gets penetration and if he can stop Ray Rice.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing. You stop Ray Rice, Ravens might be in trouble. But
I don't know. I still think Flacco could carry this team right now with the way he's been playing and the way he's played against the Patriots.
well, we'll see what
Yes,
happens.
he's had some pretty good numbers against them.
Yeah, we'll see. Gotta love playoff football though.
Oh, happiest time of the year.
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at The Final Serve. Like us on Facebook, and please subscribe.
You've just been served.